Hello everyone, this is John Jenkins and I'm bringing you another video. So I'm going to start working on this. I'm doing some more work on the second half of my universal number base converter. So I'm going to do this right now. It's probably well, it is necessary. So okay, so here's the second half. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me get this. Let me get this done right. So this is the second half of my universal number base converter. So basically, you say what base would you like to convert to, and so it's taking the number 308 in base 10, and you're converting it to base 12. And so 308 in base 12. If you take the number 308 in base 10 and convert it to base 12, you get the number 218. So that's the first thing. So okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Open. Should I? No, not. I guess open. Oh, no, not open. Open with Notepad. So here's the deal. So I'm going to put uh, care index. So what I'm gonna do is basically right now, it right in here, it uses the power and it uses the power and the the number place. It uses the power in the number place in the base to calculate each digit and it adds each digit into the final product into it adds each digit into, I believe, a list, and then it converts that list. I'm sorry. It starts a new string right here, final string, and then it concatenates the number. It concatenates the integer into string format uh, in the it appends the string. It appends the number in string format to the existing string. So basically, here's the deal. So here's the deal. So I'm going to have, let's see. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add each character. I'm gonna add each character from 1 to, I believe, 62. I'm gonna add each character from 1 to 62, and I'm gonna see if I get the same number. I'm gonna add a. Basically, the reason why I'm doing this is so that I can have so that I can add the letters. I can add the letters, the other characters, the alpha characters. I want to add the alpha characters into the numbers, so that uh, it can be a true base 36 base 62. It can be a true base 62 base 0 to base 62 program. So here's the deal. So I'm going to go ahead and make a list. So 0. Okay, and so this is the boring part. I'm just gonna pause the video right here. This is the boring part. So I'll get to the end and I'll show you. Okay, hello everyone. This is John Jenkins, and I just added a whole bunch of stuff to this program. Um, yeah. So I added a whole bunch of stuff to this program. So here's the deal. So I've got an array right here that's care index, and it's got 0 through 9. So you got to remember that you don't add 10. You don't add 10 between 9 and A. So that's where I got wrong in the first place, is that you don't add 10 between 9 and A, and you don't add 0 between 9 and A. So in that sense, it's not one less number. It's not one less number because you have the 0 in the 0 place, and so it's still base 62. And the other thing is, you can see right here that I have you can see right here that I have lowercase number, lowercase h, and uppercase h. So the difference between Python and something like JavaScript is that with Python, a lowercase number is not the same as an uppercase number. So they're separate numbers. So that's the way I was able to extend. That's the way I was able to extend uh, from most universal number based calculators only go up to base 36, I believe. Yeah, 10 plus 16, 10 plus 26. Most universal base number based most universal number based converters only go up to base 36, which is the 10 numeric characters and then the 26 alpha characters. But with Python, like I said before, uppercase and lowercase numbers are different. Uppercase and lowercase letters are different objects, are distinct from each other. So you can double the number of alpha characters that you have in your number-based converter. So, and the other thing that I did is that I changed this code. So this used to be final array, as you saw before. This used to be final array that append. It used to be final array that append shaved num, but I went into the char index up here and I did final final array that append char index shaved num. So you're not looking for the number. You're not looking for the integer that comes from this calculation up here. You are looking for the index of the string within this array that fits that integer that you come up with in this calculation. So let's see if it works. Let's see. I haven't tested this out yet, so let's see if it works. Okay. All right. So. All right, let's go ahead and okay. So I'm gonna convert to base 12, and I made a mistake. So I'm thinking that I probably made a mistake. So let's check it out. Let's check it out. So it's an easy program, so it shouldn't be that hard to debug. So let's open up this Anaconda prompt. I'm pretty sure that the mistake was that I incorrectly entered some information into the list. Okay, I probably incorrectly made an element in the list. All right. List indices must be integers or slices, not float. Not float. Okay. Not float. Okay. I guess I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I certainly wasn't expecting that. So, so it's saying that I had a float in there. I guess so. So, yeah. Okay. So apparently I had a float. I had a floating point number in there, and which was okay. You can see right here. I've got floating point. These are all floating point numbers. I wasn't expecting that, even though I probably should have known that. But anyway, what happened was that I was able to convert it so that the number you're getting, this 218 right here, is not from the calculation. This 218 is from the this number right here is from the the array. It's from the array, not the array. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of whatchamacallit, JavaScript. This is from the list. It's from the list. So basically, the this 218 right here is not coming from this calculation. It's not coming from the integers in this calculation. It's coming from this list, which means that you can have ten numeric characters, and in addition to that, you can have I believe what was it 52 yeah 52. You can have 52 alpha characters. How do we test that? So here's how we're going to test that. So let's see. Here's how we're going to test that. So the number that we're going to test is 105, 200, 306. So it's basically that's 100,000 million billion. So that's 105 billion. So we're going to take 105 billion and we're going to count it. We're going to convert it. Matter of fact, why don't I do make it trillion? So okay. So we're going to make 105 trillion and exit out of this. And I'm not sure if this is going to work. So, okay. So we're going to have 105 trillion and we're going to put it in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to say base 15. So, let's see. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So. Invalid literal. Aha. Okay. All right. So I think I know what went wrong. Okay. So final array. I think. Okay. For num. Final. So I think what happens is here for here. I'm just shooting in the dark right now. So I'm assuming this is gonna work. Because yeah. So that's hilarious. So okay. So let's see if this works. 12? No, I'm sorry, 15. 15. Okay, so see, it works. It works completely. It works completely. So this is 100 and was it 102 billion or 100? I'm sorry. Was it 100 and I think it was 105 trillion. It was 105 trillion. So this is 105 trillion in base 15. This is 105 trillion. So basically, the characters go up to D. So you got, 1 to 9, and then you got 0. I'm sorry, you got 0 to 9, which is 10. You got 0 to 9, which is 10 numbers, and then you got A, B, C, D. So that's base 15. yeah, so that is 105 trillion in base 15. Actually, it would probably be so basically it might go up to E. It might go up to E because 0 to 9 is 10 numbers, so ABCD would only go up to would probably only go up to E instead of just D. I could possibly get up to E, but the thing is that the thing is that so the thing that you notice here is that these are all first of all that it worked. First of all that it worked, and then second of all that these are all uppercase. These are all of the alpha characters in here are uppercase alpha characters. So that lets you know that it's there's a distinction between uppercase and lowercase characters. Because if there were no distinction, well, maybe not. Maybe not. It's possible because you know the lower characters in the alphabet, the lower characters in the array are actually uh, uh, strings. They're not numbers. So and they're indexed. So you're picking them based on an index. You're not picking them based on their identity, which means that it maybe there wasn't any risk of it being confused between uppercase and lowercase numbers because they're actually different. They're actually different. They're actually different indexes, so they're in different places in the list. So maybe that didn't matter. Maybe I didn't have to worry about that. I mean, maybe even if the array was full of integers, it still would not have confused it still would not have confused one index with the other because with an array each index is unique even if it's the same if it's an identical character in that index. So maybe I didn't have to worry about that. So anyway, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this one more time, and I'm going to first of all I'm gonna open with Notepad, and I'm going to change. So I already went to 105 trillion, and you saw what that was like. And now I'm gonna go back to 308 and file save. Okay, so 308. No, so okay. All right, so I want to convert this to base 11. So 308 and base 11 is 260, and it is 260. Okay, 308 and base 11 is 260. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to show you guys, and I wanted to make sure that I showed you this. So what's going to happen next? I'm going to combine. I'm going to combine both of these problems right now. So the first half of this program converts from any base into base 10, right? It converts from any base to base 10, and then it converts from any from base 10 to any number. So there are certain things I have to add to this. So first of all, I have to add base 0 and base 1. So I'm not a math expert, but I'm assuming that any number in base 1 is probably 1. So any number in base 1 is probably 1. So any number in base 0 is probably 0. Now I don't, I'm not an expert in this, and obviously I'm not even going to try to do bases that are floating point numbers, or uh, bases that are negative. I'm not gonna try floating point bases. I'm not gonna try negative bases. So I'll just add in 0 and 1, and we'll see where we go from there. And I mean, this was a lot of fun. I got to this was a lot of fun. I got to change some stuff up, and I really, it took me a long time, but I was able to get this universal number base converter all the way up to 62 bases. Oh man, that's hilarious. So thanks everyone, and have a great day, and goodbye.